Hello, everybody, and welcome to your weather forecast. I am Mr. G, your meteorologist, and we have almost made it through the work week. Happy Thursday. So I hope you guys are having a great week. And if you're on the West Coast, I hope you are faring well through that storm. And if you're in the Midwest or the Great Lakes, I hope the snow wasn't too much for you and you were able to skate through that without too much in the way of interruptions. I know how it can be here across the northern plains and in the Great Lakes as well. We're kind of winding out of that storm as that storm is beginning to weaken. As you can see over my shoulder here is what's left of that storm, and we got some scattered snow showers here across the Great Lakes and through the northern plains. So Wisconsin, we're still seeing some snow showers out there, as well as into Illinois, Indiana, portions of Ohio, and especially Michigan and in the Ontario, Canada area. We're still seeing some snow showers. It's drying out across the southeast, so some nice weather in store for your day out there, and, as well as across the southern plains and the deep south here. The central plains will have a nice but cold day on store for you today, but dry weather conditions. Unfortunately, on the West Coast, that next big Pacific storm is making its way toward the coastline, and we're going to be seeing another atmospheric river, that Pineapple Express, and another deep area of low pressure that's spreading some rain showers along the West Coast. We're going to be seeing some thunderstorms with this as well, and that mountain snow through the Sierra Nevadas. We're also seeing a little bit of snow along the Cascades and the northern Rockies up there. So that is our current situation that we're dealing with across the country right now. Here we are with those current temperatures. It's pretty seasonal coast to coast right now, with the exception of the north central United States, where it's a little bit on the cold side. We're seeing those temperatures in the single digits right now, and a couple of areas where it's a couple of degrees below zero. So it's a little bit cold across the northern plains and portions of the high plains in Montana and Wyoming. That's where going to be your cold spots, but pretty much everybody else is right about seasonal, a little bit warmer than average across the southeast and along the Gulf Stream area here, along the eastern seaboard. We're seeing temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. There are some 70s along the Gulf Coast. That's going to be as your day warms up through the day. We're going to be seeing 70s along the Gulf Coast and in far South Texas, and in the desert Southwest, we're going to be seeing those temperatures in the upper 50s and the 60s. So that's a look at the temperatures across America. Now let's talk about your forecast for this afternoon. Another big West Coast storm. We have that atmospheric river. There's that next low pressure center with that cold front that's going to be bringing rain and thunderstorms along the West Coast there. So San Francisco down to LA and San Diego are going to be dealing with that heavy rain, and we're going to be seeing rainfall in the inches over the next 24 to 36 hours here. Several inches of rain is going to be possible along the coastal ranges as well. That heavy snow through the Sierra Nevadas, where we're going to be seeing another 2 feet of snow through the next 36 hours along the Sierra Nevada mountain range, and some more snow in through the Intermountain West here, through the Rockies, all the way up into heavy, where we're going to be seeing a little bit of heavier snow up there across portions of northeastern Washington near Spokane, and in the mountains above Spokane, we're going to be seeing that heavy snow. And then our Midwestern storm that's going to be continuing to be on the downward trend, start weakening. So we're still going to be seeing a few snow showers over here over portions of the Great Lakes and into the northeast, some snow showers and maybe some rain and snow mix. And a couple of spots might pick up a little bit of freezing drizzle or some freezing rain, but beautiful weather across the southeast and through the central plains. Just a little cold through the northern plains here. And in your forecast for your day tomorrow, a piece of energy from this West Coast system is going to slide into the central and southern plains and into portions of the mid-south here of the Ohio Valley and the Tennessee Valley. We're going to be seeing maybe a little bit of rainfall across portions of Arkansas, Missouri, and into Kentucky and Tennessee, southern Illinois, Indiana, Ohio. We're going to be seeing maybe a little bit of rain, snow mix, and a little bit of snow across portions of Michigan and into the mid-Atlantic, and another area of rain and snow across the mid-Atlantic as that little piece of energy slides on through. I don't expect heavy accumulations with this or heavy rainfall amounts, but a little bit of wetness for your day, and maybe an inch or so of snow across portions of the Great Lakes as we're dealing with that pesky system here. But you guys have not had too much of a difficulty with the exception of that Christmas system. But since then, you haven't seen too much in the way of wet weather. I know some folks in the comments have asked, where is the snow for Kentucky and Tennessee? You guys aren't going to really see it just yet, but hang in there. You might get some later on as we hit through the remainder of this winter. So here we are as we take a look at that next big storm coming on shore in California there. There's that next big area of low pressure. We see our atmospheric river as it comes all the way across from Hawaii. We see that inflow right here where our frontal boundary is here. And there is a second storm. There is yet another storm developing behind this guy. So we're going to be seeing this series of storms continue into next week. So another potent storm developing just behind this guy. So we're going to be dealing with this guy first, and then we'll worry about that next guy. So again, big storms coming on to the west coast again. But this storm, I don't think it's going to play too much a role with the weather into portions of the Midwest and the Great Lakes. But we will see more stormy weather occur across the southern U.S., the southern tier. So again, be ready for that as pieces of energy eject off of this guy and move across the central and southern plains. All right, so here we are as we take a look at what we're seeing in California right now as some of that rainfall comes on shore. We're seeing that snow in the Sierra Nevadas, and we're also seeing rain and thunderstorms across portions of northern California, just in the San Francisco area and into portions of Truckee here and Reno. We're seeing that snow start to move in. So another stormy day across the state of California today. Again, here is your rainfall forecast for the next 7 days here. So over the course of the next 7 days, we're going to be seeing 6 to 8 inches of rain here across portions of the coast ranges, and even as much as 8 inches. Some areas up here in Northern California can see as much as 10 to 12 inches of rain, and then there's that heavy snow through the Sierra Nevada, and of course the Lassen Volcanic National Park area in Mount Shasta. So in far northern California and through the Sierra Nevada, we are going to be seeing a heavy snow. We're not going to pick up much in the way of snow across the Southern California mountains because these storms are very warm, so there's going to be high snow elevations. So it's going to be a bit above these mountain tops here. So these mountains are a bit lower than the Sierra Nevada. So we're not going to see as much snow in Southern California. Now here we are as we talk about that flood potential across the Golden State, as we're going to see heavy rain and flooding possible from Northern California into Southern California, and we've seen a lot of damage from that flooding as well. So there are a lot of videos of some of the flooding taking place across the Golden State. All right, here we are with those winds. That's going to be the other thing about this next storm. So we're going to be seeing winds in excess of hurricane speeds. We're going to be seeing some wind gusts out here up to 100 miles per hour. So a lot of wind. So we see high wind watches, high wind warnings, and advisories in place as well throughout northern California, this part all the way down into Southern California and even into Nevada. We're going to be seeing some of those high winds. So that was a look at your weather forecast. As we get into the next storm system, we're starting to lose some of the storm system in the Midwest. That's going to be out of our hair tomorrow. Now we just focus on the next West Coast storm and those little pieces of energy that I said is going to come off and move across the central and southern plains and into portions of the Appalachian Mountain Range in the mid-south there. My name is Mr. G. That was your weather forecast. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave your likes, comments. Please feel free to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Leave a follow if you're watching on TikTok. We're going to be here with these forecasts every day or as often as I am. I have this last week off because next week is back to the school. So I have my spring semester start next week. So we're going to be doing these during the day as I can. And I've had the week off from work. Back to work next week as well. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye.